Hello, folks. Welcome back to another one of our wonderful podcasts. Um, I am joined today by Catherine Haley once again, and also Chris, uh, the um, the glorious leader, Chris. Um, and we've got a couple of viewers have joined us already, so thank you for coming along. Um, so, how are you guys doing, Chris and Catherine? How are you doing today?
Ladies first.
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. How about you, V?
I'm good. I'm good. Still living the American dream, but coming back tomorrow, so um, I'll be back to rainy Scottish weather and no IHOP, Dave. I'm afraid I won't be able to do that anymore. Um,
You joking? It's 6,000 degrees over here. You've missed the weather.
oh well, there you go. There you go. Something to look forward to when I get back. Burning alive. So how are you, Chris?
I'm alright, mate. Just living the Mutara dream.
Awesome. Awesome. So, I think the first thing we were going to do was, I think Chris, you were going to go through some different pieces of news or information for the community.
Yes. So there's a couple of things I want to get through. Hello, Shady, Searbon, all those crazy people. It's, 8 viewers just now. Sorry, Pamela's messaging me because I've asked her to try the new thing. So there's a couple of changes to the channel on Twitch. If you have some free time after this stream, you can click on our About section, and there's some fun, cool things that I've introduced. There is a leaderboard. There is a countdown timer, and our live Discord counter is there as well. So it's just a couple of things to try and make us look. There it is there. That's beautiful. So you can see I've tried my best to. Is that reset itself already?
Yeah.
That's crazy, that, eh? So what does that say? 6 days?
I think it's probably just counting the Sunday one for now. So,
So
yeah.
I need to change that to I'll need to change that to the Tuesday. That's right. So don't let me forget that. That's it. And right, so that's a small thing that I've put up. So the next thing is, are you online just now?
In the game?
Yes.
Yep, I am indeed. So I think it was the information, wasn't it?
Events tab.
Yep. So, here we go.
So beautiful classic Dave has decided to be an absolute legend, and this is now in your events tab that you can see. It rolls on weekly, so every time one finishes, it just reactivates itself for the next one, which is tremendous. So Dave took his time and went through all the fleets, and it's all up to date. So if anybody's interested in keeping an eye open on the events in game, that's where you'll go in to see that. Okay. So you can see that obviously the podcast is now. Then tomorrow's the Federation sort is TFOs, the Giktel for the Klingons. Federation sort is clear. So we've got three Feds and 2 Klingons. So this that Dave guy sounds all right, to be fair.
Yeah, he got a smile out of me when I read that. I don't know if he noticed. I had a slight grin on my face there as I read that. By the way, I was just going to say we should probably say hello to Edgeman and Pamela and
yes,
El Patron. Is it El Patron or El Patron?
El Patron we call him.
El Patron. El Patron actually.
So,
I think I mentioned this to you, Chris. El Patron I had met prior to joining Mutara on Stow Builds as well.
yes, that's
So
right.
we had discussions about various bits and pieces on there, including the fascinating ground nurses that give you space regeneration on your ship, hull regen, which are an amazing glitched thing. That are worth, the last one I saw on the exchange was going for like 500 million for very rare. So there you go.
Crazy that, eh?
But yeah, El Patron. If I tell you something, I could give a shout out to El Patron in terms of build knowledge and just being, so helpful with people in that regard as well.
Absolutely. So the last thing I want to try and do, and I don't think this is going to work, but I want to try it anyway, is you just need to bear with me for 2 ticks.
Okay. Right, you can all look at my face again for 2 ticks. My face is expanded in the screen.
Your face is
yeah, it's like the box has grown. It's widened. Oh, I can't do that properly. There we go. Look at that.
Now,
I'm doing a rave dance. There you go.
Dream Twitch.
15 viewers. Awesome. You see what happens
Right,
the minute you start talking, Chris? We get suddenly the viewer count goes up.
Dancing the V-bot. So there is a thing called stream stickers that we do have in the channel. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's working, so I'll need more time with that, which is a bit disappointing because I was trying to see if it would work.
That it would show.
Here.
Yeah.
So, do you see that it's actually in the chat?
I can see it in the chat that we see, but it doesn't seem to be applying it to everyone else.
Yeah, it's not showing up. So,
we'll get that sorted though in time.
We'll get that sorted. So, last thing I wanted to talk about was our up and coming event, which is Race Around the Starbase. Race Around the Starbase is an interesting little concept that I came up with one night, and then I woke up at like stupid o'clock in the morning, and then I couldn't get back to sleep, which was quite nuts. So, Race Around the Starbase is a timed event where you will sign up for the event. You will come into Command Fleet. It doesn't matter if you're in any other fleet. You'll get an invite to Command Fleet, and all that event will take place on Command Fleet. Okay. What will happen is you've got 7 checkpoints, which will all be command staff members scattered around the fleet starbase, and then they'll be given clues as to where your next checkpoint is. So I've literally just completed all that. I'm obviously not going to start saying what the checkpoints are and things like that. But you'll have all that time to do one checkpoint after the other, and then you'll go back to the start, and then whoever's the fastest will win the race. There's prizes for first, second, and third, and I'm looking forward to it. I've just got to get all the last minute details and things like that sorted. And one last thing, if anybody is interested in becoming a member of command staff, we are holding an open day on the 23rd of March, which is 13 days away.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your eye out for more information on that, and I am done. That's me.
Awesome. There you go. I'm fantastic. I mean, there you go. Proper update coming there, and yeah, I have to say, I'm intrigued by this race around the Starbase thing. I should be there for that. So that'll be fun to see that. I think it's a
Yeah.
really cool idea. Um,
Also, just one more thing, Vinny. We've got 93 followers.
wow.
I'm thinking if we get to 100 followers, we'll give one of these random people in the text chat when they're on live. We'll give one random person 50 keys.
Wow, well, there you go. Put that in your calendar, folks. When it gets to 100, I mean that's not an inconsiderable amount of keys, is it? You know, that's fantastic. So yeah, mark that one down, folks. I mean, we're only 7 people away from that, I believe, if my mathematics is
Yes,
correct. 93 plus 7 is
you're
100.
absolutely.
Um,
Yep.
and the thing is, getting to triple digits on Twitch is a big achievement. It's a huge achievement. The Twitch follower count is very different to say subscribers on YouTube. It's a smaller amount, but getting this amount of engagement and that amount of followers is an immense achievement to be within reach of, with this having been run for such a short time. And obviously, that's
Absolutely.
we appreciate everybody who's interacting with us and following and taking part and all of that. It's amazing. So following on from the community news there, we've got some general Star Trek Online news to go through. Now, I guess Catherine, we could split these between us. So, I think the first
Yeah,
one was to do with a bug, was it the Romulan operatives?
yeah. So there's a bug with the and I think there's an issue with some consoles as well. But it's specifically I've noticed it specifically with my SROs, so my superior Romulan operatives. So when you switch instance, you lose the crit chance and crit damage bonuses, and you reslot them, and it goes back up. But then you change instant, and you change instance, and they lose them again.
Hmm.
And I've really noticed a difference when I've been doing patrols and TFOs. Like you don't really sort of with your builds and stuff, you're usually on an upwards trajectory with regards to DPS. So
Hmm.
to have sort of quite a bit of that removed has been quite impactful.
Yeah.
The good news is though is that it is under investigation by Cryptic. So hopefully they'll resolve it within the next few days. Fingers crossed. Um, but yeah, that's and I know quite a few people in Mutara have been impacted by that as well.
Yeah, and Elpatron's just said they really need to fix this soon. I think they do. I mean, with the rubber banding issues that people were complaining about that really knocked the DPS community, I think messing with the stats that we rely on is like, it's almost like a step too far for some people. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I've been over here in the States, obviously seeing my girlfriend, so I've not had the same time to play the game. But when I get home, I don't think I'm going to be playing the game as much until I hear through the grapevine that these issues are sorted, because a large part of my gaming experience is that side of things, and you know, having to reslot traits or officers or whatever it is, whatever bugs are going on, it's just too much of a pain. It's too much of a pain. But you know, that's where the community comes in, isn't it? That attracts me to, I'm still involved, and I think other players will feel the same. They'll still be involved, and especially, this community is great for that. It keeps you engaged, even though you're kind of waiting for the game to be sorted. Um, and then I guess we'll segue. We've got the well, actually, the note here is about the Federation sorties, but we've talked about that because that was on the calendar. I guess the next thing to mention is that we've got an event on at the moment, but the game has, and that is the Tholian event.
Oh,
So
I don't think
second
that's
event.
started just yet.
Oh, it's not started. So that is starting on. When is that starting? Is it April, or is it?
On the 4th of May, that one's starting.
Oh, look, this is the old. This is the old news for it. Um,
Oh,
I looked up the wrong thing. It doesn't really matter. I mean, we can go through it. So the key points are. Um, let's see. So that's basically will be the second event for the event campaign, which is Tholian. Which I would imagine that's like the like Vault Ensnared and so on and so forth, Catherine. Yeah, like your those types of missions will be the ones that you're doing. And there's the new console, Tholian Web Array. Oh, there we go, brilliant. Catherine, you've saved my bacon there by giving me the
Always.
proper link.
We make a
Um,
good team.
yep. Let me see. So I'll slot that over here. Oh, that was weird. I can't seem to slot that tab into the other window. That's really odd.
Vinny, I'm going to bail.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
No worries.
So, thank you for having me. It was just a small part. So, love you and leave yous. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Have a good stream.
Cheers. Thank you. So yeah, we've got the right page up now. So um, yeah, Azure Nebula Rescue and Vault Ensnared updates. So it looks like there's going to be for Azure Nebula Rescue, you're going to be assisted by the flagship of the Romulan Republic, and then you've got reinforcements hunting you down as well, which is interesting. Which, do you know, to be fair, I kind of think it's got that in the TFO anyway, with those ships in the middle of all the asteroids, but whatever, it's there. And they've made some changes to the environment, making it more colourful and interesting to the eye, I guess. And then Vault Ensnared. Um, let's see. You've got. Hang on a minute. These updates, right? So it's talking about updates to these, yeah. But this sounds like these are just what's already there. The Riemann ships defending ensnared in webs. I mean that's already there. Um, let's see. Yeah, doesn't sound too different. Although that Thaleron Cascade, I don't remember that. So some updates there, and then you've got the Tholian Technology Suite. That's interesting. I thought it was a web array, Catherine. Am I getting mixed up here?
Yeah, I think that was the one from 2021.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So the kit module, which is obviously for ground, so Tholian Technology Suite, active and passive offensive capabilities. So replicates a Tholian assault drone upon entering any combat scenario automatically. That's cool. Passively. Um, and then the an adaptation of a radiation blast that Tholians use in their specialized EV suits. So it takes a few seconds to charge, but offers apparently massive energy and environmental damage resistance during the period. But obviously, it'll be interesting to see the tooltip to actually see what that is. I know ground is not everyone's cup of tea. I've got more into ground lately as I've gone on through the game, so I'll be interested to give that a go. And obviously, you could get your contribution towards the event campaign as well, which is awesome, especially given the fact that you get the Tier 6 Infinity promotional ship, the two T6 coupons, and 1500 low buy this time, which is absolutely amazing compared to previous offerings. So it's really cool. And let me just double check these notes to see if there's any others. So the double XP event is now live, I believe. Catherine, that's live now, yeah.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So it's really noticeable. So I've just been doing patrols to top up my specialization XP and to level up some of my other characters, which is yeah, it's an ideal opportunity to do so.
Awesome. And I think the last thing was Stovall has gone past 200 members. So there's a bit of a milestone.
Yeah, big shout out to Davey on that because he's done an amazing job with Stovercore.
That's it. That's it. You got to recognise it. You got to recognise it for sure.
Absolutely.
So I'm just having a look at the chat. So Dave's just said Stover Core's at 260. Wow, so it's getting, it's going towards that 300. Amazing. And there we go.
Oh, Albitron's just mentioned about Red Alert as well. So Red Alert is active too. So that's for a free upgrade token.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it's really good. It's really good for farming marks because you can just go back in and go back in and go back in. So
Yeah,
if anyone's after marks,
that's how you do it. Mark farming. Awesome. So, I guess we better swiftly move on to our running around the galaxy segment, which we know is pretty popular. People seem to quite like this, and we love it as well. So, what's on the menu today, Catherine?
so I thought. So this is going to be another short one. I thought let's do a few of the patrols around Romulus. So stuff like Starbase 234 and Gamma Eridon. What do you reckon, V?
I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. So, will we just enter the Starbase 234 system and see what happens?
Yeah, let's.
Wow, it's loading fast this time. Up to 18 viewers now. Fantastic stuff. Okay.
So we got.
So, greetings. I guess you can see this message as well. Greetings, we've been expecting you. Starfleet Command expects occasional skirmishes in this area, and we need to keep tactical readiness at optimal levels. We're scheduled to engage in training exercises with all combat-capable Federation ships that pass through this system. Signal us when you're ready for simulated combat trials. Now, just to give some context here, Catherine, is this old? This is really old, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah, it's and I mean we'll see why in a minute. I mean, in the past, some of the TFOs, for example, that are now considered incredibly easy to achieve. And a really good example of that is the Crystalline Entity TFO. Back in the day, that used to be incredibly hard because you didn't have traits, you didn't have your skills, you didn't have like none of this level 13, 14, 15 stuff. No epic. Basically, the maximum sort of like level you could get to was 12 and 12 and very rare. So it was sort of and that stuff was at the time incredibly rare. And as time's gone on, the game has sort of gotten an awful lot harder. So what we find with these is that these patrols will seem incredibly easy for us because they haven't been brought up to date with sort of the say the average DPS or up to date with current levels. So shall we signal readiness?
Yes. Here we go. Just gonna fire off a few skills here.
Yeah, go for it. Shall I head to the starbase?
Yeah. I'm wondering how much of what I'm doing has been affected by like these bugs. I can't really tell at this point. Look at that wave blasting through those enemies there. I love that. I love that. Okay, let's buff myself up a bit and then drop some stuff on the starbase. Actually, drop everything. There we go. New Romulus mark package with daily bonus marks. There we go.
It's a nice easy 65 marks for not a lot of
I know.
for not a lot of effort.
I know. There you go. Put that one in your little scrapbook of places to go to get marks nice and quickly. So thank you for your assistance. We will analyse the after action reports and use them to inform tactical doctrine. Cool. So I wonder what their report would be after that. What would they type up, do you think, Catherine, after that experience?
I would imagine that it would be our defences are like popcorn, and that we need to ensure that our defences go up and over where they need to be.
Yeah, up and over, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, I mean, I can imagine the report would be something like, "Dear Admiral Quinn, you can mothball Starfleet because those two ships that came in utterly ransacked an entire fleet in Starbase within 15 seconds. So we could just use them." So where are we going now then?
Absolutely.
Up to
So we're off Gamma Eridon.
okay, Gamma Eridon. Here we go. I just want to say hello to the 18 folk that are watching right now. Don't be shy. If you haven't said anything, say hello in the chat. Say hello. I want to know who's here. Ask us questions. You want us to go and do things, or you get suggestions for what you want us to take a look at. You know, we might not do it, we might do it, but you know, you never know if you don't ask. But say hello in the chat. Get chatting. That's what it's there for, and then we can chat back to you as well. So
Absolutely.
what's the story with Gamma Eridon then?
So just on the missions thing, I had I did make a note of Serbon's suggestion regarding doing the Breen series, but unfortunately it's a bit long for this episode. So Serbon, we're not ignoring you, um, but obviously, and we'll do that in a future episode. Um, but it has, we've noted it down, so we will do that one at some point.
And also Dave was saying, could we run Days of Doom? What do you reckon?
Um, I mean, we could do.
We could do. We could do. Well, I guess we'll do these patrols first, won't we?
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, have you done Days of Doom recently?
No.
Okay. Um, I mean, it'll probably take maybe a half hour or so just for that one TFO.
Well, I reckon we should probably do that one because we've not got too much time today. Unless we want to make the whole rest. Shady's asking for it as well. Should we make the whole rest of the stream about Days of Doom?
We can do. Should we do it now then?
Okay.
If anyone wants to join us for this, by the way, who's in the Armada, you're welcome to put an X in chat, and I can invite you on. We can all do it together if anyone's interested at all.
I guess the question is, will anybody sign up? So you're going to set this thing up, Catherine, then? You're going to get it ready?
Yeah, it's a TFO.
Yeah. So we've got a new follower, Sebcon Mau, I believe. I could have utterly butchered that pronunciation. Thanks for following. We love all our followers, don't we, Catherine?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man, absolutely no one wants to help us out with that one at all.
Okay. Well, I guess yeah. Just get it going, and we will see how we get on.
Okay. So this might take a minute because obviously it's queuing in fives. So we have to wait for 3 other people to want to do Days of Doom, and then it will let us in.
Yeah. We'll see. What's interesting is if you look while we're waiting, let me know when it pops off, Catherine. I was going to say, like, if you look at, I'm going to just try and get this post up. If you look at posts like this, it's really interesting. You've got, Forget Gravity Kills. This is 3 years ago. Days of Doom was both the worst and best. Yeah. So Gravity Kills works great 9 out of 10 times with a pug, particularly if I have a cloak. But the worst, man, that's Days of Doom. I just got through doing it as part of the Universal Endeavour, and man, is that rough. There's no coordination which it requires. Lining up the bombs can be a major pain. But it's also the best because the failure option has a great cutscene.
Yeah.
Days of Doom. Do you know what? Do you know what? I remember. Oh, God. Do you know? I've just twigged exactly what we're talking about here, because I've not been in the zone with the game. This is the damn Doomsday Machine, isn't it?
Yes,
Oh
yes, it is.
God.
Where you have to go. I mean, the super epic, like space dock graphic inside of the map, and yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then is it Scotty's inside the thing talking? Yeah, he's like
Yep,
addressing you from inside the little base. Yeah,
absolutely.
I wonder if there's any more like kind of comments on Days of Doom. Let's see what people are saying about it. If there's any more recent ones. Days of Doom still bugged, I see. Just trying to feed the big warp core, and the warp core won't go into the Doomsday weapon. Then the Klingon keeps stealing it. In the end, everyone just quit. Of course, that meant a 30-minute timeout. Either fix the darn bugs or lower the timeout. There you go. Um, yeah. Look at this person here. Neomorph is not happy. It's because it gets to the border. Because idiots just shoot the Doomsday weapon. Which I'm sure you've seen, Catherine. Things like that going on. It's total madness.
Absolutely. What we might have to do with this is prepare a team of 5 so that we can just go straight into it.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know, I'm absolutely amazed that we've still got 18 viewers and we haven't really done anything. We haven't actually like properly, done anything at all. Um, I mean, we did that one little thing, but yeah, that's awesome.
So Dave's commented saying, "I'm busy that day." Sorry, Kath.
Well, do you know what we should do? See, until we get the people, why don't we do the other stuff? Like, just, until we can organise, like, enough. Oh, successfully joined operation. Does that mean it's starting again?
No, I've just redone it. So, I mean, I guess I can talk a little bit about Gamma Eridon.
Okay, we'll go back there. So, we'll have a look at Gamma Eridon. So, tell me more.
So this has been in the game for a good few years now, and it's one of those ones that was relocated. So you know when they redid all of the galaxy map?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is one of the systems um, that was relocated. So it moved. It used to be in the Narendra section. Um,
Narendra, yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you can pull up the map on the stream.
Yeah. So,
Um,
Narendra is. Where's
it's
Narendra?
2
Ah, there it
sectors.
is. There you go.
Yeah. Absolutely. So what they did with the sector redo is that they went through every single one of the canon references to where everything was, and they moved it to be more accurate and more true to canon.
Hmm.
And and this is kind of why in some of the especially the early missions, if you're doing a Fed character, is what you'll find is that one's in the alpha quadrant and one's in the beta quadrant, and whereas you'd think, oh, they should be quite close together, but yeah, it was moved in 2015,
Hmm.
so it's quite an old one. Regardless of that, so yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the.
And
I'm looking at like trying to find like old images of it online just so we can see what it used to look like. So this is the sector blocks at launch. So this might be quite interesting for people to see. Um, yeah, can you see that, Catherine, as well on the stream?
um, so the stream's a bit delayed, so I'm watching the stream, and there we go. I can see it now.
Yeah, so this is what it was like at launch. So you can see how much has been added over time. Now it doesn't look like was the Narendra sector even it must have been when New Romulus was added that they added Narendra and those other various bits and pieces. Look how small this is compared to what it is now. It's amazing, really, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you've got these sector blocks. Um, yeah, and look, you had these areas like the Hiromi cluster, the what is it, the Araucanus Arm and things like that that you could go to. Like you could actually, as far as I remember, you could actually warp out into deep space, couldn't you? And it would like there would be things to do. Like was it random missions or something like that? I
I
can't remember.
can't. You know what? I can't really remember.
Yeah. Well, the Hiromi
I have to watch
cluster,
it for you.
it was really interesting. I remember that. I'm sure someone in the chat will be able to fill us in on that. I mean, it's a very long time ago now. Just a note as well, we're up to 21 viewers, which is absolutely fantastic. As well. So let's move back into the present then. So are we going to go into Gamma Eridon?
Yeah, let me just I'm just going to unqueue for this TFO because it's not going to happen, and unfortunately we're not going to get time today.
Yeah.
So the I think with regards to Days of Doom, what we'll do is we'll probably ask we might well ask some members of Matara to join us on the TFO, because otherwise we're never going to fill it.
Yeah.
No one really wants to do Days of Doom, unfortunately. So
I wonder why. I wonder, I mean, it's almost like saying, do you want to put your hand in the toaster when it's on? Like, do you want to, climb in the oven? No. No. I mean, it's not a surprise when you say no to those things, but Days of Doom is in that same place in my head. It's almost like, it's like, whipping yourself on the back or something. You know what I mean? It's so painful. So
it doesn't come up often in the random elite TFOs, which is kind of nice.
yeah,
But also, yeah, so quite often we'll get 3 or 4 in. So we'll do maybe 12 or 13 TFOs in a run. So these are the TFOs on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday evenings,
yeah,
and we often get maybe 3 or 4, and this is a group of 5, so it should be truly random, but we'll get sort of 3 or 4 of one. In fact, I think it was yesterday's TFO run was shady. We actually got Starbase 1, the normal version, and then Starbase 1 versus the Borg,
yeah.
literally one after the other. But we didn't get any. We haven't had Days of Doom in such a long time.
Well, let's hope
Anyway,
it
yeah,
stays
sorry,
that way.
I'm I'm doing lots of chatting. Shall we go into the Gamma Eridon?
Yeah, that's no problem. Listen, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. It's the chat and the gaming. God, look at how dark the background is. So, a group of Gorn ships are holding the system and refuse to leave. Defeat the Gorn ships. I guess we've only got one choice here, Catherine. We're going to have to go and blow the heck out of these Gorns, I would say. I think that's what we're
It's
going to
really
have to do.
funny because we help in one of the ground TFOs. We help the Gorn,
Yeah.
and now we're coming about their demise.
Yep. I know we're just total betrayers, aren't we? We've got 2 new
Yeah.
followers in the last couple of seconds. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Thank you to the 2 of you for following. Hang on a minute, I've got an accolade. Why am I getting accolades all the time all of a sudden? It's really odd. There we go, 23 viewers as well.
So
thank
on the
you, Pamela,
giveaway,
was just giving me a wee compliment on my stripy outfit. Yeah, it's like a shirt type thing. But yeah.
the Shakira references. So that's the Waka Waka AA.
Oh yeah. I did wonder.
So that is yeah. So basically, Pam did part of the giveaway. So basically, it was pressing the button and reading them out and stuff. And just absolutely randomly, she goes, "Waka Waka AA," and it's just absolutely randomly. And I've not been able to get that song out of my head for days now.
Yeah, it's like a mind worm, isn't it?
Yeah.
This damn acid. Oh, it's gone. Cool. That thing was bugging me there. It was like not letting us leave the system. So, let's get out of here. Let's get out of the system.
Absolutely. So, what is Davey
Another
always going on
follower.
about?
We've got my God, what a name!
Wow.
Sins Ori Wolf of the Demon. There you go. Thanks for following. Sorry if I butchered your name.
Welcome.
What's the next system, Catherine? Nequencia?
So if we head on to that one. Now, oh, I am not moving. Oh no, the instance is bugged out for me. I've had this happen a couple of times now.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. So
I
Nequencia,
can't move.
what it says here is a binary star system with a primary M-class star, M-class star, and a Class G companion. Nequencia has one inhabitable planet. Nequencia Alpha has become a favourite spot for traders looking to do business with the Romulans and Remans, and a secondary colony is taking root on the planet to serve the traders' needs and mine the deposits of lithium and borite on the planet's surface. I can't help but think this might be one of the ground ones. Is it? Is it one of the ground ones?
Bear
Because
with
it
me just a
seems.
moment.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, it seems to be kind of reminding. Yeah, reminding me of. It's something familiar about it, but we'll see. Baron Vizkopa, yeah. Glad you're enjoying it. We are having a great time doing this. It's been a load of fun. We've been doing it for about a month and a bit now, maybe something like that. Chris, you'll probably know exactly how long it's been, but we've had a great uptake, great engagement. The followers have been coming along consistently. Chat's active, and we're just exploring the game and just having a chilled out, fun time. So yeah, 5 weeks. We've got Sins Ori Wolf of the Demon. Hi, I'll just join group. Love the friendly people. Great. That's exactly what we want to hear. So, welcome, and we look forward to hearing more from you in the chat as well. Having fun. Awesome. Are you okay,
So,
Catherine? Are you ready to go into Nequencia?
almost. So, what's the one thing that Dave is always going on about at the moment? Do you know? Oh, you might not.
Thingies?
So he's always he's always going on about completing your endeavory things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Endeavory
the
thingies.
endeavors, absolutely. So I may have manufactured this so that we should now you should now complete your universal endeavor.
Yes, I've noticed the little bars going up.
Yeah, absolutely. So upon doing this one, we should have got you your universal endeavor.
There we go.
It just goes to show that you can use these there's still life in these old patrols yet.
That's it. And you know what? It's an endeavour issue, isn't it? It really is. But we've solved the endeavour issue. But will we ever solve the skill issue? That's the question. I don't know. But yeah, let's get into Nequencia. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So we're heading into Nequencia. Nequencia, the grand system of no note at all. Um. Oh, hang on a minute. I know what mission this is. This is that one where you have to like trade with all the different people, isn't it?
It is.
Oh God. Shady. Hurts me inside to see them poor empty V-Devers. Oh, I know. I need to get my endeavors. Honestly, you wouldn't be happy if you saw my endeavor rank. Like, I took a break from the game for a while and I'm so behind on it. But anyway. Um. Right. Okay. Trade
What
the.
level are you?
Ugh, I'm not even gonna say. It's too embarrassing. In fact, I'll show you. I'm so low on them. I'm only like 61. So I've got a long way to go, but I'll get there. Um, and do you know what? And I've played the game for like 13 years or whatever. So I've got no excuses apart from the fact that I took a
Right.
break at the time. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I know, folks. I know. Look at all this. Look at all this. The outpouring of utter disdain for my endeavour rank. But don't worry, I'll get there, folks. I'll get there. Um. Anyway, so
Do
it
you want to,
says,
know what mine is?
"Oh God, what are yours?"
My endeavor rank is 16.
16.
1-6. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. um. Okay, so let's see. Let's just move away from the Endeavor rank talk, right? Because we're gonna get like mocked relentlessly here. But anyway, so what we're to do is to take the isobagnetic EPS conduit and make trades until you've got plasma manifolds for the colony, right? Oh, this mission, Catherine. Why this one?
Have you checked your Discord?
Let's see. Oh, okay. So, oh God, it's such a
So we're after.
complicated thing. Right, so do you know what we'll do, right, Catherine? You guide me through using the image, right? Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
um,
Sure.
so who should I contact first?
So what have we started out with?
We have started out with the plasma. Is it not an EPS thing?
The isomagnetic EPS
EPS. Ah, yeah,
conduit.
sorry, isomagnetic EPS conduit. Yep, it's the plasma thing we're going for. But anyway, yeah.
Okay. So go to the Orion merchant,
Yep. Okay.
and then what options have you got there?
We have phase compensator or reel of fiber optic cable.
Okay, so I'd like to see what you have for sale. So we would like a phase compensator.
Okay. We've done it.
Nice.
Okay, so Hail Merchants, we've got the Ferengi or the Tellarite.
So we're gonna go with the Tellarite, I think.
Okay. So they have a plasma infuser or they've got an isobagnetic EPS conduit as well, so I'm guessing it's the plasma infuser I'm going for.
Yes, please.
Okay. And then I'm just looking at Dave saying that Endeavour level is V pants. So we've got the Kibo Kreebox merchants or the Ringkentian merchants.
Let's go for the Ringkention. I don't know if I don't know if we're pronouncing that right. Maybe let's ask the chat. Chat, are we pronouncing that right?
The Ringkentians. We're at 21 viewers. Fantastic stuff.
Wow.
So they've got power converter or phase compensator.
Let's go for the power converter.
Okay. And then hail the merchants again. 23 viewers. Fantastic stuff. We've got the Saurians or the Ferengi.
Let's go with the Ferengi.
Okay, and they have plasma infuser or solar energy converter.
So we want to go for solar energy converter.
God, imagine trying to figure this out without the guide. Honest to God.
Oh, I know.
And then we've got the pack leads or the Kibo Kreebox.
Go for the Packlet.
Okay.
Do you remember the Packlet from TNG?
Yeah. I want to make it go. Make it go. We find things. Plasma manifold or power converter.
Well, funnily enough, we'd like a plasma manifold.
Oh, that's what we're after.
Yep.
Okay, and then I have to hail the USS Jamestown now. Did you get the
Absolutely.
plasma manifold? Yes. There we go. Do you know what? I didn't think that we were going to have an experience worse than Days of Doom, but there it is. You know, the fact that we have a guide that gets us through that is what makes that bearable. But see, trying to do that on your own when like you're just wanting to, you're just messing around, going to different systems. I stumbled across that before, and I sat there for hours trying to figure this out. I was like, what on the earth is going on here? What I want to do, right, Catherine, could you do me a favour? Could you like keep everyone just entertained for a minute while I look something up, because I'm going to try and find one of the ground patrols we did, just to go and because we've still got another 10 minutes. We might go a wee bit over time as well. I just wanted to do
Yeah,
this last thing, so if you
yeah, of
could
course.
keep everyone chatting for a minute, just while I look this up.
Yeah, of course. So, um, so we're obviously doing this sort of we're walking through the galaxy, doing some old missions and bits and bobs like that. So, in the chat, just let us know what you'd want to see, um, because that will help us sort of, basically that will help us know what everyone wants, because we're just going from place to place of our own volition at the moment. So, if you let us know what you want us to do, then we'll look into doing it. And there's obviously plenty of the universe to explore. So yeah, enjoy the. Let us know. On the list at the moment, I think is the Breen missions from Cerbon, Days of Doom, and Storming the Spire. Well, yeah, you see, Storming the Spire is still quite a new one. And yes, Pam, we are Star Trekking across the universe,
By the way,
always going
Catherine,
forward.
just to let you know, we're going to the Beytan system, so that's Beytan.
Okay. Yeah, that does sound familiar. I remember us going to that before.
Yep. So sorry, I thought it would be, while we were finishing off what you were saying, it's good to be going on the way there anyway. So just wanted to let you know.
Be really cool as well at some point. I don't know what you reckon. And chat. Feel free to um, feel free to mention in the chat about maybe even starting a new character on stream. Just basically because obviously some people they haven't got any alts and they haven't got all of these different characters and stuff. So seeing characters created for the first time, that might be quite entertaining.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, that's what I'm trying to get set up with my girlfriend, because she's new to the game.
Okay,
Is trying to get
pretty cool.
her um, so that we can stream at the same time. Excuse me,
Nice.
and go through her journey. So that, I guess, would kind of cover that, but it's not to say that that's the only. We could do that with more than one person. Because I do think that early game is fun, and it could also be fun to do something you've spoken about before, Catherine, as well, where you sort of play the game, um, but with old gear and without traits and things like that, just to see what it was like before. That could be fun. Sort of, kind of increase the difficulty for yourself by avoiding a lot of the power creep stuff that you could equip.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um,
So,
so interestingly, I started a Gem Hadar character, um, and you start off at level. I think you start off really developed, and they
yeah.
give you a ship with Mark 12 stuff. So that's quite interesting.
Yeah, I've got 15 Gemadar characters that I use to sell items on the exchange and stuff like that. Gather resources.
Nice. And the discovery character. So when you do a discovery Starfleet, you start in the past at the old Starfleet Academy.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
And there's a mission. There's a mission where you come to the future. Hello.
Oh, I get you. Hello. So Elpatron's talked about Starbase 114, the Sealy sector. Is that the one where you go down and there's a little mystery on the starbase? Yeah, I can't. I think I've done that one fairly recently as well. I'm just trying to get this thing to trigger. It's hard to get it to trigger the enter the system thing, isn't it?
So you have to go sort of just over the star. So the planet's behind the star from the direction that we came in.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's not. It's not doing it. As Elpatron said, yes, it is that one. I really, really enjoy that one as well. Like, it's cool. It's like, oh god, I just realised I'm way below you, Catherine. I'm just trying to like angle myself right so that I can. This is because they moved the maps, isn't it? This is what caused these issues with like not being able to. I cannot get into this system.
Shall I try getting in and see if it drags you in?
Yeah, when you do the beam down, it should hopefully do that.
It's loading.
Yeah, it won't drag me
Loading.
in just
Loading.
yet,
Oh no.
but it will when you. I think it will when you beam down. I hope it will anyway.
It's. I'm in a loading screen.
Yeah, we will have to see what happens. I'm continuing to try to get the trigger.
Try changing instances and then changing back.
Thing is, it will drop me in a different area of the galaxy, but we'll do it anyway. Give it a go. See how buggy this game can be? Oh goddamn, miles away. So how far along are you with the loading, Catherine?
It's just finished, but I'll wait for you for just a moment.
Well, try to beam
So
down, because see if you beam down to the surface, sometimes that's what drags the other team member in. So it'll say something like
Okay.
accept. If I see the accept
There we
map
go.
thing.
I know it hasn't done it, unfortunately.
Right, okay.
So if you then switch back to so if you go back to change instance and then select the one where there's one team matching.
I can't get in there. It's full now.
There you go. So scroll down.
Oh, I see it now.
Scroll down. Scroll down.
Yep.
Oh, it's not going to do it now because I'm in the patrol. Oh, nightmare.
See, this is the car crash TV bits that I love. I love it when things like this happen. It's worth it though, because we will get onto that. We will get onto that surface of the planet together. It will happen, and then you guys will see what we're on about here and why it's cool. There we go. We've got Gamo DK. Here we are. There you are indeed.
I'm going to beam back up a sec and see. Right, I shall wait for you in the patrol.
It's interesting, isn't it? Some of these little glitchy things that happen. I just want to say thanks to the 21 people watching us right now, who are persevering with us as we try to get into the one of the extremely old patrol maps. Like old as in this map should be in a care home. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so old. We get DM Kaiju, Time to Go Star Trek, and that's what it's all about. That's what we live and breathe for, isn't it, Catherine? That's in fact what our lives have become. That's all we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Trek around the
So
galaxy.
once we reach 100 followers, one lucky person is going to win 50 lockbox keys.
Amazing.
So if you're watching the stream not following, go and hit that follow button. If you've got a friend who isn't following us, get them to follow us.
There we go. We've got Zero Tech Dragon has just followed. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, I'm still trying to get into this. Oh, there we go. I can go in.
Yay!
So are you in there already?
Yeah, I'm in there already. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here we go.
Hey,
Nigel's
hello.
saying, "Oh no, don't enable my gambling addiction." There we go. So this here, we've got a map where there's a little bit of a dispute. 24 viewers, fantastic stuff. But yep, so this map, there's a bit of a dispute going on the surface, right? And what I like about this is the sort of the
There we
uncanniness
go.
of this map. There's just something about this, isn't there, Catherine? Something kind of old and a bit kind of uncanny valley.
Absolutely.
Right, okay, we've got the slow loading screen creating an instance for us. The only two people in the whole game probably doing this right now. Think about that. That's mad, isn't it? Because I reckon that's what this instance loading is suggesting, yeah?
Absolutely. Is that there's no other instances loaded, so the instance has to provision on the server, and then we can then go into the instance.
That's it. So we're not going to talk to this guy yet. I think we're just going to have a look around the map, yeah? So
Absolutely, let's do it.
so yeah, these buildings, right? So look at this, right? We've got this map. You know, it looks quite nice, yeah? But I mean, there's something just a bit uncanny about it, right? So you've got buildings just planted down in various areas. You can't go inside them. You know, there's no windows, no nothing. It's like the veneer of a populated place, isn't it? But not actually populated. Now, there's only one building I believe that you can actually go inside, which is up here, and it's like almost like a little hut type thing where you can just go inside and look. These people are pointing at it for some reason. They seem really surprised. So yeah, this is the only building you can go inside, and over here we've got these really interesting looking pools of liquid with like the strange glowing lights coming out of them. Yep, and you go inside, you're fine. You stand in the geysers, as I suppose they would, or geysers, I suppose they are. Yeah. Bit of a strange experience this as well. Oh yeah, and here's another one of the huts. Look, so these types of buildings are the only ones that you can get inside, and around the area, it's just these buildings. You know, just random buildings. Storage crates. You've got someone really angry there bashing the crate. These crates, as you know, are used as artwork for other boxes that you can purchase. And you get these bizarre rock formations around the place as well. It's almost like a giant squid has been fossilized or something. It almost looks like the squid ship, doesn't it? That formation there. Like a sort of solidified
Little
version.
bit.
Yeah. I know,
Yeah, a little bit. I can see that.
I'm probably reaching a little bit. um, but yeah, it's just a weird little place, isn't it? And I think over this end you've got these plants and cool stuff over here that kind of remind me of like the captain's table area. Um, but yeah, I mean, who would want to live here? Why would someone move to this place? Like, what about this area is attractive to anyone? You know? I guess it's a bit of a rhetorical question. Nigel's saying you would move there. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to try not to be judgmental about people's moving choices. I wonder if I can get on top of this thing. Can I get up on the... Oh, wow, look! Catherine made it onto the roof of the building here. Oh, here we go.
It's
Um, Sins Ori Wolf, Sins Ori Wolf of the Demon is saying, I'm just going to call you Sins, saying open space. You love that. And they're going with the work is. Yeah, I suppose it, you know, maybe because of the mining or trading or whatever they're doing here. So yeah. So yeah, we can go up to the edge of the map. There's some glitchiness that takes place up near the edges. Where I actually glitched out of the world at one point on a previous exploration with you, Catherine, if you may recall that. And I needed to come out of the instance. So you can see the invisible wall at the edge, and you can do some very slow motion running. See what I mean?
still
It's
want
like,
to do Chariots of Fire to
yeah,
this.
yeah. Look at that! Look at that slow motion run. It's pretty incredible. And look, even the NPCs are doing it as well. I love it. So yeah, this is what we do. This is what we do for entertainment. Catherine, we go to old maps and run into invisible walls. Look at plants, look at strange rocks, stand inside abandoned huts, make judgments about people's career choices in terms of moving to this planet, and overall just create content that absolutely nobody else is doing at the moment because everybody else is like, it's all about the end game or the tooltips or what the stats are or what thing you should do or opening hundreds of lot boxes. What are we doing? We are just walking around living our best life. That is what we're doing.
Absolutely.
You know.
And that's something that's really cool about Star Trek Online is because there are some people who play the end game with like super high DPS, but there's also others who just enjoy doing what we're doing. Some people like a mix of the two, and it's really important to sort of recognize that there's more to the game than DPS.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I am and I've been a PvP player at one time. I've done the high DPS thing, got into the charts for that. I have done exchange PvP where you're buying and selling goods, making billions of EC. And then this is another joy of the game for me. Do you know what I mean? So I can appreciate all different types, but I think that there's not a lot like this sort of content. Yeah, what we're doing, I don't think there's much like this out there right now on Twitch, certainly for this game. I know that people do it for other games, and I like watching those kinds of videos as well. So hopefully we're serving a need that people didn't know they had, but they just want to see a couple of folks running around barren wastelands, um, talking rubbish to each other. Basically, like that's it's proper Zen. Now it's 7 minutes past the hour. This stream is running, or should be running, or should have ran for an hour. But I thought we'd go a little bit over just to get this extra little bit of content because I love this place, Catherine. Don't you? There's just something about it.
Yeah.
Something like I criticize it, but I also love it. Um, basically. So what I think we'll do is, I think we will, yeah, probably wrap up the stream now. But you get any closing thoughts, Catherine, for you know anything really?
No, just I've written down all of the suggestions, all of the serious suggestions, um, and I think we will do Days of Doom um, at some point because it's sort of it, a lot of people will hear bad stuff about Days of Doom and I quite enjoy personally I quite enjoy that sort of challenge. Like, okay, let's become really good at the worst TFO ever.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we can do, I think we'll get a group of people together,
Hmm.
um, and we'll just do the TFO all together and see what we can come up with.
Absolutely. I just want to say hello to Drake Roberts, who's a first time chatter. It's first time saying anything in the chat, so
Hi,
welcome.
Jake.
Um, and we hope to hear more from you. You know, the next stream. The next stream will be on Tuesday, and that will be probably Catherine. I think another one of these types of
Yeah,
stream where we're just running around and looking at different stuff. Chris has said my name, so I'm just keeping an eye out here. Before I end, before I end the stream, let's see. Let's keep an eagle eye on this chat.
look at Discord message.
Have you got a Discord message? Oh, Discord. Okay, let's see. So let's have a look. Let's see what Chris is saying. Have I got a Discord message? Oh, there we go. There we go. I see it now. I think I see it. Can you see the Discord message, Catherine?
No, I cannot.
Oh yeah, yeah. There we go. Um. Okay. So we're gonna do a raid folks. That's what it is.
Okay.
So there's 24 people here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it into the chat. It is Super Slade TV. Okay. So I think this should work. Does this work? I don't know if I've posted it like the wrong way. But yeah, I don't know if you're in the Mutara chat, Chris. Will that work?
There's incredibly, there's 25 people watching at the moment.
I know, 25. Yeah. There we go. Well, we'll keep things going for a minute.
Aye,
Until Chris
absolutely.
tells me that the raid thing has worked. I've done it once before, but I can't remember exactly how you do it. I just want to make sure that I get it right if we do it. Let me see. So, there we go. So I think it's the raid command.
There we go. Yep. So
There we go.
it's
Cool. 5 seconds. So see you later, folks. I think that's it. I think they're all going to be going now. So right, folks, I'm going to send you over there. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to everybody who watched, and enjoy the raid.